After setting up our project, we are going to start here. So we can just like remove everything here, and then you can do function and then up, and then inside here we want to, or we can just do, let's do this instead. You can do SFC and then you can do up like that, and then inside here you want to return a div that says something like, or a p tag that says hello. I think I should increase this. Yeah, that's better. So you can say hello. Oh, sorry. That looks better. So you can say hello there. Then if I come back here, then I refresh, we have this hello text here. I'll also increase this like that. So what you're going to do here is, after, let me increase it. I think that's better. So what I'm using to, the extensions I'm using is React. You are going to look for React ES7 plus React, this one. You're going to install this one, and also you're going to install simple React snippets, and then I don't think there is anything else. And then you're also going to install Tailwind IntelliSense. I think it's Tailwind CSS IntelliSense, here it is. And then you're also going to install, what else? Auto close tag, and then auto rename tag. Yeah, only those. Then now I can come back here, and in our application we are going to have a, I'm going to change this to, a main, which this main will have a relative class like that. Yeah, that's better. And I think I deleted the closing tags. Let me remove this here, and then we can do main.relative like that. And then inside this main is where we want to put all our components. We are not going to create pages, but you're going to create components. So we are not going to use the, what is it called, React router. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a navbar here. So we're going to have a navbar, and what I should do is I'm going to put this side by side, my VS Code and my website, like that. Actually, let me see, like that. So here we are going to have a navbar first, and then the next thing we are going to have here is a section, and this section is going to have a padding bottom. And I showed you where these classes are coming from earlier in my CSS, right? So we're going to also add a class which says in Excel, in extra large devices, we want this to have a padding of left, and then we also want to have wide padding of right, like that. And then let me come back in my CSS, and let's see. I actually have those classes here. I have the padding L, I have the padding B, which gives the padding bottom 24 and padding bottom of 12, like that. So inside here we want to have a hero section, so we're just going to do hero like that. And then actually it's supposed to be giving us errors because we don't have these pages yet. And then below here we are going to have another section below this section inside the main tag. This section is going to be section, and then it's going to have a class name of padding. And then inside here is where we are going to have our popular products. So it's going to be popular products like that. And then I'm going to copy this for how many times? 1, 2, and then 3. And then here I want this to be services, and then here I want this to be It can be, let's say, special offer like that. And then I'm also going to paste it 3 times. I'm going to paste it for the review section, and then I'm going to do it for the, what is it called, the subscribe, and then the footer. So in this popular product, we have said is going to be customer reviews. So it's going to be customer reviews like that. And then below here is going to be the subscribe to our newsletter, or newsletter in short, like that. And then below here is going to be the footer, actually the footer. And then we are going to change these tile links for these pages, because we want some spacing. For the footer, we're going to have padding X from left to right, and then we're also going to have padding top, and then we're also going to have a padding bottom of 8, and then we want the background to be black, like that. Then you can see the IntelliSense is working. So if I hover here, you can see you're giving it a background color of black. Yeah. And then for this subscribe one, we are going to have padding X also. So it's going to be padding X, and then you're also going to have in small devices, but let me first remove this. It's going to be padding X, and then in small devices, I want it to be padding X of, not like padding X, but padding Y of 32. And then we want to have a general padding of padding 16, and then we want to have a width of full, like that. And then in the customer reviews, we want to have a BG, a background color of pale, let's say blue. Yeah. And then we want to have a padding also, padding. And then in the special offer, we can leave it like that. And in the services section, we want to have padding X, and then we want to have a padding Y of 10, like that. And then in the, I think I missed something, between the popular products and the special and the services, we are supposed to have something in between here, which was the super quality products. Or what was it? Let's see. It was, we have the hero section, you have the popular products, and then you have the discover premium footwear, then you have the services exclusive. Yeah. So we're going to do here, it's here, we're going to do, I've forgotten, we can say quality, like that. And then for this is going to remain padding. And then for the services, we have the special offer, which is exclusive deals. We can name them as how I've named them in my website. So it's going to be deals. We can just say deals, like that. And then what else? Nothing else. Let me check. You have the deal section, then you have the review section, then premium footwear, quality. Yeah. So what you're going to do next is we want to create these components, because we don't actually have those components. So you're going to come to your project folder, and then here in the source folder, you're going to create a components folder, like that. And then inside here, actually you're not going to create this components folder. We're going to add things like button and all the cards, but for our pages, we're going to add a pages folder. So you can do pages, like that. And then you're going to start with the navbar. So you're going to create a navbar.tsx, and then you can do sfc, like that. And then you can say this is a navbar, or you'll just do, let's see, array fce. If you don't have the ES7 installed, that won't work. So you can come here and do control and then space. Let me see, but let's first create all the pages. So we can do the hero.jsx. Am I using JSX? Yeah, array fce. I'm supposed to change this to JSX. I don't know why I've put tsx. It's going to be JSX, not that one, this one. It's going to be navbar.jsx, like that. And then we have the hero created. So what you are going to create next is the popular products. So let me come and create it here. It's going to be popular products dot .jsx, like that, and then RAFCE, and then we can create the next one, which is quality. So let's copy it, and then come to the pages and create it .jsx, then RAFCE, then come to the services, then let's create a page for it, like that, and then .jsx, then RAFCE, then you're remaining with the deals, .jsx, and then RAFCE, and then we have the customer reviews. These pages are many, so we're going to add it here, .jsx, then RAFCE, and then let's come here and add subscribe and the footer. So let's do this, RAFCE, and then now finally the footer, Control-C, the footer, and then .jsx, RAFCE. So if I, after creating all the pages, and then I come here and then I do the control and then space, you can see that I'm not getting the suggestions for the pages. So what we are going to do here is we are going to actually export everything from this pages section. So we are going to come and create a new index.js, and then here what you are going to do is you are going to import first the hero from, I think it's hero, and then you're going to import, you're going to do this for all the pages. So I have exported everything. I have imported and exported all the pages that you have created. So if I come back to my app.jsx and I start importing the pages, you can see that now I am able to import them. So you're going to do this for all the pages, like that, like that, like that. Actually I was supposed to create the navbar and the footer as components, but there's no problem. And now you can see in my browser we have the layout for our website. So here you have the customer reviews, the deals, but here I said the customer reviews to have a BG of pale blue, sorry, and it's supposed to have a padding BG pale blue. Let me do this, BG black. Yeah, that one is working as well. So we can do BG blue 200 so that we can actually see it. Yeah, now we can see it. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to start with our navbar, creating our navbar. So I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to close this, then I'm going to come to my navbar, and then here, so here is where we're going to create our navbar. So I'm going to remove this first, and actually we don't need this import react from react. Actually you don't need that. So the first thing to do here is, if the assets you downloaded earlier, we have these images and we have this logo. We have the logo for the footer and the logo for the header, the navbar, that is. So what you're going to do first is to import the header logo. So here it is, we are going to use this header logo, and then now we can start creating our header. So we're going to do header, and this header is going to have a padding X, padding X like that, and then we're going to have a padding Y of 8, and then we're going to have a Z index of 10 because we want this to be anyway Z index of 10, and then absolute, and then we want to have a width of full like that. So you can see our header is on top of everything. That's what the Z10 does. So inside this header we want to have a nav, and this nav is going to be flex, and then like that, and then we are going to be justify between to separate the logo and the links, and then you want to have item center, and then you want to have a maximum width of screen, like that, screen extra large, and then you also want to have a margin X of auto. Inside here we are going to have an anchor tag, and this anchor tag is going to have our logo. It's going to direct us to the home page, and inside here we can do an img, and the source is going to be the header logo like that, and then the alt is going to be logo, and then you can have a class name because you can see that it's too big, a width of let's say 32, and then you want to have a height of auto like that. So you can see we have our logo here, and then here we are going to have our links. So below here we want to have a div. Actually I'm not going to create this, but we can create it anyway. So below here we are going to have a div which is going to have a class name of hidden. So it's going to be .lg. We want it to be hidden. We want to add the menu icon, that is, and then inside here we are going to have this icon which I downloaded somewhere. So it's going to be this hamburger icon, and inside here let's do an img. The source is going to be the hamburger icon like that, and then the alt is going to be, let's say, menu, and then we want to do a class name of width of 6, and then a height of 6 like that, and then you want to do cursor pointer, and then we are going to add an on-click function here such that it opens our links in mobile devices. So it's going to be an on-click of toggle menu like that, but it's going to complain because we haven't described this, we haven't declared this on-click function. So we are going to come here, and we want to know if the menu is open. So we're going to say const, and then we're going to say menu open, and then we want to set menu open like that, and it's going to use state. Make sure you import use state from React, and then it's going to be, the use state is going to be false. And then now we want to create the function, so it's going to be const, and then the function is toggle menu, and then you want it to be a function obvious, and then an arrow function here. We want it to be to set the menu open, and then that one, and then menu open like that. So now we can go ahead and create the links section, but you can see here in my browser I have this icon here. You can make it to fit what you want, that is. So below this div here, we want to create a div for our links. So this div is going to be to have a lg of hidden like that, and then you want it to be absolute, and then you want it to have a top of 16, and then you want it to have a z of 10, and then right of 0, and then margin top of 2, then padding of 4. You want it to have a border and then we want to have a border gray of the border is going to be border gray, we can say 300 like that, and then we want a shadow like that, and then you want to, this is this box you're seeing here, you see this box here, you have a box here which is going to show the menu icons, and if I maximize you can see that it's not there anymore. So actually I'm supposed to first remove this, then I'm supposed to create supposed to paste it there, and then here we want to now describe what we want. So let's do this. Here we want to check if the menu is open. If it is, we want to have a BG of white, is it white? Yeah, and we want it to be block like that. If it ain't, we want it to be just hidden, nothing else, like that. And then I think we're done with that. So if I click, you can see we have this box here, and if I click, you can see it's hidden. If I click again, it appears like that. So now we can create the links. So I'm going to do an ordered list, and this ordered list is going to be space of x of, not x but y of 4 like that. And then inside here I want to map this nav links, so it's going to be nav links and then dot map. But first, before we do this, you're wondering where I'm getting this nav link. So if I come to my GitHub, and then first I'm going to come here, let me close this, so let me close all of them, and then inside the source folder we are going to create a folder where we want to do the constants. Then we want to add the index.js. The constants are the things that won't change over and over again in our code, which are, let's say, the links, also the footer details. So inside here you can see have a constant and then index.js. So I'm going to copy it and then I'm going to paste it here, and then I'm going to collapse that. If I scroll up, you can see we have the nav links here, which are home, about us, products, and then contact us, like that. So let me come back here, let me close this. Make sure you add all this, and the images, all these images are in the assets folder, so don't worry, just copy it and paste it. These text you can change them to anything you want. So let's come back here and let's map our nav links, but first we're supposed to import our nav links, right? So let's say import and then nav links. I'm importing them from the constants and then index, like that. So if I scroll down, you want to map them, and inside here you want to map item, and then like that. So inside here we want to have an li, and then the li is going to have a key, and the key is going to be the item dot label, and then inside here is going to have an a tag, and this a tag is going to have a ref, which this ref is going to be item dot ref, that is. And then you want to have a class name, obvious. So the class name is going to, we want it to be text lg, and then you want the text to be gray 700 like that, and then you want the font to be semi bold, and then you want the hover effect, and this hover is going to be text blue 600, like that. And inside this a tag is where we want to do item dot label, like that. Shift Alt F to format. Then if I click here, it's supposed to appear. You can see now we have these links, but if I extend it, you can see they're not appearing. So you're supposed to make them appear on large screen devices. So below here, below this div, we want to do, let me see which div, actually this div. Yeah, below this div we want to create another div here, and this div is going to have a hidden class. Then in large devices we want it to be block, like that. And then inside here we want to have a UL, and it's going to be flex, like that. And then here we want to have a space of x of 8, and then now we are going to map our nav links. So it's navlinks.map, and then item, actually it's the same thing up here. I'm just going to copy these nav links, then you're going to paste them here, like that. Shift Alt F. Then let me expand this. You can see now we have the home, we have the about, you have the product, you have the contact and everything. So if I hit contact, it's supposed to take us to contact, about, home, like that. So we have finished creating our navbar. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to create the footer, and then now we can start creating the hero section and the other pages.